Okay, welcome back once again at Cappadocia. Welcome back to another StarCraft 2 game. The new patch is out. I've been waiting for this to drop, and then I wasn't feeling great, so I haven't had a chance to play much this week. That between that and the problems I've been having with Battle.net, it's just not doing what it's supposed to. So up here we have my opponent. This is in the northeast, which is Craftstar NL. I'm assuming he's Dutch. So every time I do this, I disable the bloody Twitch overlay down the bottom corner. It still hangs around. And down here in the bottom left is me as Zerg. Obviously I've done the extractor trick just to get one up, and I was gonna done things, but we know what's coming here. Now I've positioned this out here. We know what it's gonna do here. He's gonna drop that. Now, fortunately I heard that, and now I've seen it. So this is the best way to clear out one of these. Is basically just to pull some drones and go and deal with it. There's not much you can do to stop the pylon getting down, but you can stop him from doing too much else, which is what I was aiming to do. So I'm just going to chase that away. Come back, chase it again. Mess up, press the wrong button. Now we're going to put 3 of them on that, 2 of them on him. That's the plan. Because these do have enough DPS to make sure that he does not get that down. Not sure that 2 of them do, but I've done enough to drive him away. That's the important thing. He's going back with his tail between his legs. If I'd have just drone rushed this, I would have won at this point. So he's cancelled the cannon, and now we're going to eat down the pylon. So that's the most effective way, if you can spot it early enough to block a cannon rush. This is why I didn't send my normal Overlord scout out that far, I only sent him as far as here. Now then. I'll get my spawning pool up. He's going for a gateway now, because he's going to wall this off. The problem with a lot of Protoss when they do this is they only know how to win by 1 or 2 ways. I think this guy's one of them, and I'm not going to spoil what happens here, but you'll see why. So he's now completely gatewayed himself off, so he's not coming out. Now he's sending this guy over here. Where's this little drone going? Where's this probe going? There, over here. Okay, what he's going to do now basically is he's going for a ninja base to try and make me think I've blocked myself in on 2 bases. I'm going aerial. And he's going to go over here and establish a 3rd. At least that's his plan. I've got 6 lings in production, 2 queens. He's going for a gateway, a couple of extractors. He's finally getting gas. He's oversaturated up here, but then he hasn't got anywhere to go yet. But that was his plan, I would think. I would say so looking at it. Here we go. I'm sending out my lings to make sure there's nothing built here. Now where they go now? Come back here. Okay, now I've got enough lings, and I've got queens out as defences, which is important. You need to have your queens as defence. There we go. Do my normal. Oh. And he got just a bit too close to the cannon. So there is a gap there at the minute. Okay, useful. I'm sending out my lings. These are slow lings at the minute, but I've got plenty of them on the way. Okay, now I saw that drone move out, that probe move out, but I didn't necessarily move back again. Okay, so now he's completely blocking off any gaps in his wall. I'm just out making sure that there's nothing over here. There you go, Ling's out on the field. Nothing here, nothing here. We're just making sure that he hasn't built anything, hasn't injured anything anywhere. I'm now back to droning. He's building more cannons. This is what I mean, at the moment, if you look at the units count, he's got nothing. So this guy, I think, is used to just defeating people with a straight up cannon rush. And so having it deflected, I don't think he was quite anticipating that. This whole 30 APM. I know, like I said, APM isn't the most important thing in the world, but you need some. What have we got here? Shield batteries. Okay. So, shield batteries basically recharge. Protoss have shields on everything, so, you know, you can see here 400, 400, that's 400 health, 400 shields, 500 health. So basically their health is pretty much double. Their health won't regenerate unlike a Zerg unit, and they're more expensive than Terran units. But what they can do is you park them near one of these and it will recharge their shields. So the general way these days is sort of, you know, pylons, shield batteries, cannons if you're going to cannon rush. The other thing is a shield battery rush, which I've seen before. Okay, here we go. So I'm just spreading my creep a little bit. Messing up by getting the wrong queen to shoot the wrong thing, but there we go. I'm still just sat here. Now he's going... This is totally unsurprising. from this position, Protoss will do one of two things. They will either go Mass Stargate or they will go Dark Shrine in the back. This guy's going for Mass Stargate, so he's probably thinking of Golden Armada Fleet. So realistically, most Protoss at this point will go for Void Ray. It's that one. In Bronze League, Void Rays are, they think that they can beat everything, and this guy strikes me as someone who's still pretty much a Bronze League player, just managed to find himself in the higher echelon somehow. Normally just through cheese builds and people who don't know how to counter them, I would say, but because at the moment he's not showing me anything. It's my gateway, getting ready to be built. 2, 3, that. And for some reason he didn't want to do that to begin with, so I had to wait. But there we go. So at the moment, we're just ticking over things. I'm getting a spore on the way, my spines, my door, everything else. He's getting 3 Void Rays. See? Total non-surprise. Void Rays are the first Protoss unit that can shoot both up and down. And he's going for a Fleet Bacon. Okay. So he's going to be... What the Fleet Bacon does, it gives him access to the Tempest and the Carrier. Now, up to the start of this patch, carriers were so broken. Basically, if you got to carrier tech, they were very hard for Zerg to defeat. Okay, takes out my Overlord. He really didn't... He pressed the E button. Wow. That gives him extra damage against armoured units. Overlords aren't armoured. Overseers aren't armoured. Most of the units that a Zerg is going to throw up... Now, I'm throwing up my Roaches and my Hydras. Now, Roaches are armoured, but Hydras aren't. So, again... Hydras are a really good counter to these. So building here, there's his Fleet Bacon. At the moment I'm getting 111. He has got no upgrades at all. But this was... Okay, he's building another base down over here. He's cannonading quite happily over here. I'm just sending out my links just to have a quick scout. I mean, at the moment I'm behind in supply, but he's got very few units. And at the moment I am waiting. There we go. I'm getting Hydras out. I just need some more gas because I've been an idiot and forgotten my gas. There we go. I'm now expanding down over here. I've got Banelings on the way. These basically just to cause trouble. I know they're not getting in, but I don't want these rings really anymore. At this moment in time, they're just taking up supply that I can use for something else. So we'll pop them into Banelings. There we go, he's getting Tempests, which are these days a bit more squishy. They're good scout units and good light strike units. Really good for harassment, but that's about it. There we go. There's my little Banelings about to pop. Now, I haven't upgraded these at all because there's no real point. They've got the +1. Oh no, I am going for Baneling speed. But I send them in before Baneling speed finishes, which is really fucking stupid of me. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. One gateway less and a big hole in your wall. I bet I lost a lot more than him on that one. But it was the annoyance factor on there. Ooh, air weapons and shields upgrade. So he's going for +1 air weapons. Now he's obviously thinking that I'm only on Ling Tech, because most will stay on Ling Tech at this point. I do have 30 more drones on the way. I also have Roach Speed and Hydra Speed. There's my Hydras. Here comes his 4 Void Rays. I'm producing a couple more Lings and a lot of Hydras. And what else am I producing? Like I said, Ling Speed, Hydra, sorry, Roach Speed, Hydra Speed. I remembered Roach Speed this time. See? See? Give me a pat on the head and a cookie. So he's going to use these 3. Yeah, they're basically long-range strike units these days. They're also massive units. So something like a Thor would take that out quite happily. Okay, I spotted this. He's building 2 pylons here. So we're going to bring the Lings back. Give it to him. Surround these and kill it. And now my Hydras are revealed. He should really know enough to run away from Hydras. If you're Protoss and you're going an air fleet, this many Hydras is bad news. I really should have brought the creep forward as well. My creep spread is getting woeful. Drive that one back. He's trying to remove this. If I'd had half a brain cell, I would have cancelled it. But using it to hold him in place, I suppose, was helpful for a minute. In production, more Hydras. The problem I've got is I've got 3 mining bases, but one of them's on the way of mining out. He's got 3 mining bases as well, so our income's slightly ahead. He's blown up his own, he pinned his own probes in with a shield bat. There you go, so this is my unit count now. 26. Should be plenty, plus they're getting 2-2, getting a few more on the way, and I'm getting a Spire. Okay, so he's going to now come over here and take another base, because he's got ridiculous amounts of probes on each of these. And none over here, so he's got double the amount you need. Okay, that's stupidly ridiculous. Okay, so now he's going for weapons too, but he's got no armour. He's got shield upgrade, but no armour. These things, when they're squishy enough to start with, you know, 150 shields, 150, so 125 shield, 150 health, 100 shield, 100 health. That's not that tough. This is really stupid on me. I needed to be able to see this, but I didn't see this. So what he's going to do now, I'm assuming, is put some batteries, shield bats along here, and then put some cannons out. There we go, look, shield batteries, and then he'll follow that up with cannons. I'm sending out some lings just to have a look. When you look at his structures, where is it? Is it T? Yeah, structures. 9 cannons so far. He's got more cannon than he's got of any unit. Now these guys aren't going to do a lot. They've only won 1. They're not really there to do a lot. Now he's going to come in here. And the advantage I've got here is I've got another base up and running. Well, I'm working on it down here. It's going to take a while to get through this. By the time I see this now, it's a little bit too late to engage it, but I have 7 Corruptors on the way. So we're going to sit here and just try and take them out. 2 Void Ray down. You can't escape that way. He's coming back. Across here, he's got reinforcements coming in. 2 strikes and they're gone. Now I've got Corruptors in the air. Now I'm going to start battling for air superiority. Corruptors are actually pretty good against them if they can get in close enough. Because again, well, Corruptors are armoured, so the Void Ray again, the E button gives them the extra ability. Do these things have extra armor? No, they don't. But there we go. So for the minute, he's taken this base out. Yeah, fair enough. There's not much we can do, but we've got this one down here, so all I need to do is just transfer the drones down there. He's still building a few units here and there. What is he shooting at? Ush. He's blowing that up so he can get more. He's realised that these probes can't actually go and work, so he's having to remove his gateway. Dude, this is the problem when you wall your shit in. It doesn't work very well. And he's left that one there. He's basically abandoning this side of the map to me, so I realistically could spread all over the place. But all I'm doing at the moment is just rebuilding. At the moment, we're about equal in supply, but I'm building very much an anti-air army. 2 Hydras. I've got no upgrades on these at the moment. I don't really need them just yet. If I really wanted them, they're there. But realistically, these are here at the moment for the minute just to draw fire. He's going for a 2nd shield upgrade. Make his shields even tougher to knock down. He's expanding over here. He's getting a lot of bases. It's almost as if he's the Zerg and I'm not. There we go. 1 quick blast and they're gone. Another quick blast and they're gone. Again, this is what happens when you don't armour up. Now he's going for the hive, which is probably the best move he could have done here. Because I haven't managed to get anything out of my hive tech yet. Here we go. What we're going to do, we're just going to knock him for 6. Look at that. He's targeting my Corruptors, alright. There we go. One little lava left. See? But we've got this base down here now, so we're still back up and running. This one is still mining, contrary to popular opinion. Right. Now I've got enough air units that basically, these are here, like I said, I'm thinking cut the plan short here. What I was thinking here, Broodlords, realistically, Corruptor Broodlord, and at the moment the Corruptors are there just to take the shots. We've got these guys to hit any air because they're really bloody good at it. Having Corruptors being able to shoot up is really handy. He's transferring drones across here. He has got far too many drones. How many is it? I've got 65, he's got 79. That's too many. You can only have 200, so he's limiting himself here. I mean, look, he's nearly he's over halfway now, and he's still heavily limited in what he can build. Especially when you consider Tempests and Carriers are, it won't show them, but they are expensive. I think they're about 4 and 6 each. So supplies. So realistically speaking, you can't build that many. He's now basically abandoned this, thinking, oh well, not much I can do here. I've maxed out. So what are we going to do? We've got a couple of lings in here just to pull some things out. We're going to come in. There we go. We're going to send a couple forward. We're not going to send too many. There we go. Now we're going to send the whole lot. And we're just going to remove all of this. And now his losses are really starting to rack up. Will this actually damage his supply camp? Let's have a look. Nope. Nope. And we discovered that he was expanding down here, so we're going to remove that. The reason we discovered is because we were trying to expand down here. Too many things in the way. Never mind. So there's his air fleet. Look at it. This is what I mean. This is what I was talking about. Right? He doesn't know how to win building anything else. So what's he doing? Stupid amounts of cannons. The biggest problem with these, Broodlords will annihilate that. Broodlords can outrange cannons. And as long as I've got enough Broodlords to be able to send out enough Broodlings, there's nothing he can do. Here we go. Again, we've got Hydras coming up the way. Hydras with their DPS are... Basically, Hydras are shock troops. They're ridiculously strong. And here we go. Look, we're just chewing through it. He's got nothing that's going to keep him alive. Not here. What does he need? Something useful against these? What are they called? He hasn't even got a robot, does he? Yes, he does. Yeah, these just... What are they called? I can't remember. Disruptors. That's it. Very useful against this, because these guys, they're not heavily armoured. You know, they're quite squishy. They're glass cannon. Basically, they come out, they do a fair amount of damage, but they die very rapidly. I now have this base being taken. Have room for here. I'm re-establishing here. He's now building. Now, these things have had a big nerf, the carrier, recently. They used to have an upgrade where the Graviton Catapult upgrade, which is now gone, thankfully. But basically, yeah. But basically, what he used to do is send out all of the interceptors in a fan. Look at this. Right, this will show you how much these defences are going to work here. Going to close him. That's another carrier gone. Didn't get out. I'm now getting my 3-3 upgrades. I'm getting some roaches out. That goes. That carrier didn't last long. The reason why these guys are here again is just to soak some shots. He's building more cannon out the back. Here come the roaches. 3-3 shoot to kick in soon. Sorry, 3 attack. It's going to kick in form soon. Take that down. He's got 4 carriers out on the field. 4 carriers against this lot. There we go. Now I know where they are. When I've seen this, my immediate first thought when I saw this was, really? 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 If you look, he's got 1, 2, 3 cannon here. No cannon up here. So that means he's got 9 cannon dotted around here. Now, here we go. He's attacking this base, which is a hive. Now, the reason why that's important, it's a hive. Layers have less health than a hive. But, he's going to attack it. 1. AGG's out. We've got 2. He only managed to pull one of them back, so... Yeah, he was done. So, this guy's biggest problem. First of all, his cannon rush failed miserably. I get the feeling he's used to just winning off the back of that, or with carriers. With the new patch, you're not going to win with carriers like that anymore, because now they can only launch them one at a time, so we can sit back, Zerg with Hydras, and just spit them out of the air. On top of that, your expansion was ridiculous. You didn't have enough units. You never got anywhere near 200. Never. And when you did, your army was so destroyable by mine. It's a case of, what can I build that's really going to fuck him up? And he didn't do it. My next plan, to be honest, was more Hydras and switch a load of these into Broodlords, and then basically just pepper you at range. You had no counter. You had nothing that could take me out. Phoenixes would have been useful to take out some of these Corruptors. Void Rays, not so much. They are armoured, so I suppose Void Rays can work, but in this number, not with these around though. Too many Hydras. You needed Phoenixes to take these out. You needed something on the floor that could take these. Like I said, Disruptors, very handy. Immortals, really fucking good. Well, I've got no roaches to soak the hit. Really damn useful. But that's what you did wrong, realistically, in this. You're relying too much on Cannon. Cannon cannot win you in the game. When Zerg gets up, especially when they're at 3-3, roaches and Hydras tear through this. Right, even these. They're too badly scattered, and they're not going to help. With Broodlords on the way, all I need to do with Broodlords is target these two, yeah? That, and that. And then that, and I can just destroy this at my leisure. Here, you've got 3. And then all this is offline. And then once I'm into your base, that's it, you're done. Again, you've got 2 pylons basically holding your whole base together. You built a Twilight Council, but you didn't really do an awful lot with it. Upgrades. 2 attack, 3 shield. Where's your armour? Why no armour? That would have kept your units alive longer. And against this, you need it. These guys don't do a lot of damage per hit, but their DPS is ridiculous. They just keep firing and firing. These guys are the opposite. They do a lot of damage in one hit, but they don't fire too many. So, they're great anti-air, the Corruptor. Against these, they're really useful. But, against, like I said, Phoenix, these guys have a real hard time, because again, Phoenix is coming and DPS them down. If you've got multiple Phoenix, these guys are dead. Which is sat here. My Hydras are coming back. Again, I'm fully upgraded on my Hydras. So, yeah, Hydras is going to be really handy for this particular fight. Against Protoss Air now, this is going to go back to being unused again. At one point, the last patch, in the lower leagues, this has been the main thing. Again, because of that fan. But the rest of it, bah. So, yeah. Okay, so what did I do wrong? Creep spread. Allowing him to build here. Sorry, down here was stupid of me. No, it was over here, wasn't it? This one here was stupid of me. Allowing him to take as many bases was ridiculous. Quite pleased with the amount of losses we inflicted on them. Again, kept the number of mining bases we had good. Again, letting him take out my main was silly of me. But other than that, we did alright. I think I switched tech when I needed to. I was possibly a little slow on that, but seeing Hydras on the field forced him to pull back. His double gateway here, basically what he was going to do here when he built the 2 things, I would assume, is either would be build, basically a cannon wall here to stop anything coming through. He was trying to pin me back in this, but realistically, you're not going to do that with cannon, because as soon as I hit 3-3, I'm just going to mow through you. And the fact he lost a lot more units than me as well, that's pretty good, which is unusual, because realistically, Zerg units are cheap. So the fact that he's lost that many units says that he wasn't really trading very efficiently. So yeah, that's the end of that. And no, each of these interceptors don't count as a unit, which is a shame. I don't think they do anyway. Let's have a look. So no, I killed 65 workers and 119 units. He killed 13 workers and 129 units, so he killed more army supply than me, but I was slaughtering his, when I went through the 2 bases over there. But yeah. Wasn't too bad. It was not a bad game, but like I said, as soon as I saw this over here, it's like, guys, really, most Zerg know how to counter a cannon rush, okay? And we know you're going to put it here. That's why I left my Overlord over here. I checked, flew him back here, then over here, just to check you hadn't come around the back here. As soon as I saw that, I knew what was coming. We all know what's coming. Find something new. If you'd have built up enough to make me think that, maybe he's not doing that, maybe he's doing that, and then attacked with a load of ground units, you would have done a lot of damage, but you didn't. The other thing as well, like I said, I was prepping for that, and of course I've got my gateway here and my front wall, so DTA harass is not going to work for me or against me either on this score, because it's not going to push me back further than my second base, my natural, which had already damaged and gutted once already. So yeah, at the end of the day, I was keeping my base, my levels high, I was keeping my income good. and you just never built up enough stuff. That's sort of rule one. You need stuff. Stuff kills stuff. Without stuff that can kill stuff, you're not going to kill any stuff. Building cannons, again, I mean, look, this one's being fixed, but it's about to be smashed down by these. They've just killed one. They've got one kill on this one. These guys are all going to go down. This little crew here is about to chew through one of them. And he's going to end up being chewed through as well. He's just appeared there because he was the one that teleported but was recalled back from here. Because he hit recall and it doesn't do what it used to. It doesn't do like a big mass recall anymore. It only recalls the cutler units. It's more of a tactical thing. So he ended up missing and only recalling one. So that one was about to die as well. So that was going to leave him with what? 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's his entire army. 21 interceptors, but that is his entire army. So he's got one there. One over here, just coming out of his main. One down over here. His reliance on heavy high-tech units is not going to work. But anyway, enough of me rambling on. I hope you enjoyed this video. For the most part this week, we're going to be carrying on with Castile and hopefully some Rimworld as well, if you've enjoyed that. I do want to get on and do some CK2 at some point soon as well. There may be a few other things coming. It just depends on whether I can convince people to join me. That's the... yeah, that's sort of the main bit. But we'll see. But anyway, for the minute, I've been Cappadocia. Signing off.